Hi everybody, I have an Inside My Mind video for you. It's on the map Raven Down. I go 13-2, so it's not necessarily a Rambo gameplay, but I found that I partook in a lot of the kills that were gone for the match. So I'm going to kind of talk about being active as a subtopic. You can see right off the bat that I come and I hit this cover because I can have a clear view of the memorial, and there always seems to be one guy that rushes, which is not smart, seeing as how your spawn protection will not last you. But as soon as they broke through and kind of got to our instance, I was quick to help out my teammate. Not quick enough though, because he died. Meat shields are always handy, and when I'm not really sure what's going on around me, I always grab one because they go a long way. Now you can see that I'm just kind of laying down fire because my team didn't spawn, but you're gonna see in a sec that I'm actually going to die, and you might not be able to hear, but it is said enemy reinforcements, which means the spawns flipped. As soon as I heard that, you can see me come off cover, and I kind of knew I was dead. You got to be really careful on Raven Down because the spawns are so close together that if they ever flip, you're basically screwed. So that was something I should have been a little bit more mindful about. Here I'm just helping out my teammates with the people that I've seen in front of me right when I spawn, but in a second I'm actually going to book it to instance because getting spawn trapped in the memorial is the best way to lose on Raven Down. I actually downed that guy, but since he managed to get behind the truck and I know his whole team is spawning over there, I know that it's probably hopeless for me to go after him, so I go for instance instead. So this is what I'm talking about being active. Instead of just sitting on the instance, I'm lancering the other players for my teammates, and I actually get it down. So next time you find yourself waiting on a weapon or at a particular part of the map, try your best to do something that will contribute to helping the rest of your team. Now that I have instance, I'm ready to be a little bit more aggressive, especially since they're down to their last few guys. I don't like attacking from the way I was just looking at, so I actually swing around because I'm going to have right-hand advantage in a sec. This instance is just a little short, and you're going to see I'm actually going to swing around the truck, and that's because I like to have the truck as a backup just in case I start getting hit from Memorial or anywhere from the truck, for instance, because there's a lot of open space there. This is a great angle for the instance, and a lot of people don't see it coming. I managed to get the kill, which is great. The guy on the garbage can is our best bet to kill because that's not a very good cover, so you can see my teammate flushes him out, and I take advantage of that by getting the down. They're down to 2 guys now, so we're all just kind of going to go in and pick off the last few kills. I start off with my Lancer because there's no real reason for me to get in there and dirty if my teammates are already doing it. But as soon as they run to my teammates' back, I get right up their asses too, but my teammates do a really good job of taking them. And with that, that's going to be the first round. So for the second round, I think you're going to see that we actually spawn at Memorial, and like I said before, I don't really like being at Memorial, so I normally come and I hit this car, which will let me see the right and in front of me for where the Locusts want to head. In this case, they wanted to go for grenades, which is probably a good idea, because if we lose nades, we're screwed. But my teammate did a really good job of locking it down, and you can see we have the advantage. I don't really like what my team does next. They push into their grenades, and that's going to flip the spawns, and if I could have had it my way, I would have liked to keep them trapped in there because that would just make it that much harder for them. Even though we get grenades by pushing in there, it's probably in our best interest to keep them trapped. So once again, the spawns flip, and I refocus my attention towards Memorial. I'm not going to go in because they have spawn protection, and there's a lot of them, but my teammates actually picks off a guy, and I do too, so now we're going in for the final kills. I was actually getting hit in the back, and you're going to see I actually bail out because that didn't look like something I could win. And now I have repositioned myself again so that I'm kind of in front of everybody. This is a tricky thing, reviving teammates. I went for the revive because I was really weak and I was expecting him to revive me if I died, but he got kind of unlucky with the way the guy pushed it. Now I'm going to go in and help my teammate for a bit, and you're going to see that I have a little meat shield battle here. Whenever you're in meat shield battles, always aim for the head. If you start hitting them, they will get nervous. That guy actually ended up turning to face my teammate. As soon as he did that, I dropped my meat shield. I would never recommend snapping the person's neck. Just use the D-pad and drop the meat shield. And this guy actually gets some really good shots on me, and he's actually going to pick me off. So I do a little stupid strafe on the ground, if you could see there. Whether or not it actually helps is up for debate, but I mean, if he's missing a couple shots, that'll buy my teammates a little bit more time and screw him over a bit. So now we're going after the last 2 guys, and 2 or 3, and I go over to book and help my teammates. If you look at the bottom left, they picked up grenades, so I immediately refocused my attention towards the nades. I'm not actually sure if they're there or not, but even if they weren't, I would have wanted those grenades anyway because I don't like pushing people that have power weapons unless I have some sort of power weapon too. I'm really helping out with the Lancer here. I think I got it down. There I'm just being a jackass with the chainsaw, and somehow I ended up getting a kill with a grenade. And with that said, that is my video for this weekend. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you guys soon.